Hello, this is my channel. A lot of guys don't know how strong their words are. They think looks are all that matter. Money or fame may seem like things that make you stand out, but the way you make her feel is one of the most powerful tools you have. Think about it. Have you ever seen a woman's whole energy change because of something a man said? One sentence said in the right way can change the way she sees you forever. Today I'm going to give you 8 powerful compliments that go beyond surface-level flattery. These aren't weak, try-hard lines that make you look desperate. These are deep psychological compliments that make her feel truly seen, respected, and drawn to you. If you don't know how to use the Stoic approach to influence and attraction, the power of self-control, calculated words, and your own unique way of carrying yourself, you'll become just another forgettable guy in her direct messages. Then you'll understand that your ability to shape her perception of you holds true power. Therefore, if you're prepared to elevate your approach, differentiate yourself from others, and create a lasting impression, continue watching and subscribing. Each video is a step towards changing the way you think and making connections that are stronger and more important. First, I want to say that the perfume you're wearing is addicting. It smells great. Allow us to begin with a strong scent. It's true that a woman's scent is one of the strongest ways to evoke memories and desire. Think about how often a certain smell instantly transported you to a certain time, place, or even person. This is because scent is directly connected to the brain's lake system, which is in charge of emotions and memories. When you compliment a woman's scent, you're not just telling her that she smells good. You're telling her that her scent will stay with you even after she's gone, which is a very enticing thought for any woman. Most guys don't pay attention to the little things. They just say things like, "You look nice," or "That dress is pretty." But a man who notices how she smells, the energy her scent has, and how it makes him feel is a man who stands out. This is where Stoicism comes in. A Stoic man knows that words have meaning. He doesn't just blurt things out to be heard. Every word he speaks is deliberate, intentional, and powerful. So when you say that the perfume you're wearing is addicting, say it like fear is quiet, but despair is loud. Give her that compliment with the steady, grounded energy of a man who knows what he's worth, and watch how her whole body language changes. She'll remember that compliment not just that one time, but every time she wears that perfume again. That's the power of psychological attraction. Number 2, your smile could light up a room. Let's break this down because it's a strong praise that most guys miss. A smile isn't just a simple facial expression, it's a vibe, a frequency, an energy that can shift the entire atmosphere. When you tell a woman that her smile could light up a room, you're not just commenting on how pretty her teeth are, you're recognizing her energy, that magnetic aura she brings to every space she enters. Consider this. Have you ever been in a room where a woman's smile instantly brightens the atmosphere, causing the energy to shift and everyone to feel more at ease? A smile like that isn't just about beauty, it's power. That woman can make a room feel lighter with just a compliment. Number 2, the curve of her lips. She holds influence, and when you call it out, you're showing that you understand that power. You're telling her, "I see you. I see your ability to change the environment with just your presence." But compliment number 2. Here's the cold, harsh reality. Most guys don't notice this. They get stuck in, many people give women compliments on their looks, but these comments miss the deeper meaning. A woman's smile is more than just how she looks. It shows how open and positive she is in a world that can be dark and unforgiving. When you give her this compliment, you're not just flattering her, you're recognizing the effect she has on the people around her. That's a deep compliment. Let's connect this to being strong. A Stoic man is aware of the energy he brings to the table. He doesn't look for approval, but when he sees something good in someone else, he says it straight out. It's the same with this. A Stoic man doesn't just see a smile, he sees how that smile can dispel negativity and bring light into the room. Honestly, who wouldn't find such a compliment appealing? Women don't hear that every day, which is exactly why this compliment sticks. Third compliment: it's real, it's raw, and it's powerful. Let's be brutally honest for a second. In a world full of masks, where social media forces everyone to wear a filter, where fake personalities are the norm, and where conformity is rewarded, being real is becoming a rare and almost revolutionary trait. Being real isn't just attractive, it's also important. When you tell a woman, "I love how real you are," you're not just giving her a generic praise, you're recognizing something that most people are too afraid to admit to themselves. In other words, she's being brave enough to be herself. People frequently compliment women on their beauty. Third compliment: you look beautiful. But what happens when a guy tells her something more personal? Third compliment: when you see the real her and not just the surface, that's when you connect with her on a deeper level than just the surface level. You're telling her, "I see you, not the version you think you have to be for the world, but the raw, unfiltered you." When you tell her you love how real she is, you're not just complimenting her personality, you're recognizing the strength it takes to be real in a world that demands conformity. This is where the magic happens. When you start building a connection based on respect for her true self, not some manufactured version of her. And let's not sugarcoat it. Being real is scary. It's easy to conform and hide behind the mask of what others expect, but the moment someone dares to show up as their real, raw, it's important to live in line with your true nature. A Stoic man doesn't change or bend to fit societal expectations. He's just who he is, with no pretenses, no compromises, and no pretending. In the same way, when you compliment her on being real, you show that you admire that strength and know that authenticity isn't a flaw, but a strength that makes her stand out in a world full of pretenders. The harsh truth is that most people will never be as real as she is. That's why this praise hits so hard. Rare, it's real, and it shows that you don't care about fake versions of people. You want the real thing. Thank you 4 times. I really like how you see the world. It's very different from how most people do it. It makes me think they follow the same routines and opinions as everyone else, living on autopilot. However, there are individuals who distinguish themselves, have a unique perspective on the world, and refuse to conform. Instead, they challenge the existing norms and transform their interactions with their surroundings. When you notice that, you recognize that level of depth. You're tapping into something powerful. Saying something like, "I love the way you see the world," is more than just a compliment. It shows that you respect her mind and her ability to think critically, see subtleties, and question the obvious. You're telling her that her thoughts matter to you in a world where most guys are obsessed with what's on the surface, like how she dresses or whether she fits the perfect mold. That's a rare move. The truth is that most people live in their own little worlds and hang out with like-minded individuals because it's easier that way. But when you meet someone who doesn't agree with everyone else and sees things from a different perspective, things become interesting and you can't help but be drawn to that new way of thinking. Take on the world, and if you're smart, you know that value and admire it. When you tell her you love the way she sees the world, you show her that her point of view matters, that her ideas don't just float around in space, they have an effect. Now think about this for a second. People can easily ignore compliments like, "You look beautiful," "I love your hair," and "I admire your intelligence." But when you say, "I love the way you see the world," you're going deeper. You're showing that you're interested in how she thinks about life, how she interprets experiences, and how she makes sense of chaos. That's what makes you unique. It shows that you're not just a man who is interested in looks. Most men don't care about what's going on in her mind because they're too busy looking for the next hot thing. But when you show interest in her thoughts and how she sees the world, that's when you start to connect with her. There's more to you than just wanting to get in her trousers. You're a man who values what makes her unique and different from other women who just follow the crowd. This is where Stoicism comes in. A Stoic man knows how important it is to be wise, to see things clearly, to question what he sees, and to look for a greater understanding. A Stoic individual does not conform to societal norms. Instead, he pursues his own path, views life from his own perspective, and appreciates the distinct perspectives of others. When you give her this compliment, you're quietly recognizing the power of independent thought and recognizing her for it. Finally, I want to make it clear that this isn't just a compliment about how she sees the world. It's a compliment about her vision, her ability to see past the obvious, to find the deeper meaning, and to make you think twice about how you see things. Trust me, this is what distinguishes real men from boys. Those who value genuine depth as opposed to those who are merely engaging in superficial activities. Quick, leave a comment below telling me which of these statements you would actually use in real life. Even better, type this in the comments. Words have power, and I know how to use them. It helps you remember what you've learned and increases engagement. Look around to see who's really awake. 5 stars of praise. What can I say? Your energy inspires me to strive for excellence. You've probably met people whose energy drains you and sucks the life out of every room. But then there are those whose energy doesn't just fill the room, it commands it. When you say, "I love your energy," it's not just a passing comment. You're recognizing the power she brings. 6th, praise makes everyone around her feel better. It's like a spark that sets things off. There's something inside you that wants to do better, grow up, and get more energy. It's not just for fun. Being someone whose energy makes others want to be the best version of themselves is contagious. When you tell her that, you're telling her that she's the kind of person who drives growth in action. If you want to succeed, surround yourself with people who push you. She doesn't just exist in the world, she makes it better by being herself. From a Stoic point of view, this is powerful. Stoics believed in self-mastery, which means not just controlling what we can, but also surrounding ourselves with people who push us to become the best versions of ourselves. By recognizing her energy, you're identifying the effect she has on your growth. This isn't just about making her feel good, it's about recognizing real power. She has a vibe that makes you want to stop settling and start living your potential. In a world where the majority of men are mired in mediocrity, that is the type of woman you require by your side. 6th, you're one of the nicest people I've ever met. It shows that you care about others. Let's be real in a world full of self-centered games and fake personas. Genuine thoughtfulness is hard to come by in this world where everyone is after their own interests. People who genuinely care about others and put them first stand out. When you tell her she's one of the most thoughtful people you've ever met, you're not just saying it. You can tell there is more to something than just the big picture. You can remember small details from past talks. She goes out of her way to make people feel appreciated and check in on someone who is having a difficult time. These are the traits of a compliment number 77. There's a woman out there who wants to give something real instead of just getting respect. And when you notice that, it means you see her for who she really is. Here's the thing, most people today are selfish. The red pill world is all about status followers and quick gains, but thoughtful people are different. They had value that wasn't just take. When you call her out for that, you're not only recognizing her actions, you're respecting her character on a deeper level. In this world, actions carry more weight than words. It's crucial to recognize authenticity rather than superficiality. Your thoughtfulness shows how honest she is, and that's something that will last. This woman genuinely adds value, not just for her own benefit. From a Stoic point of view, we admire virtue because it teaches us to know what's important, being honest, caring for others, and living a life of integrity. So when you praise her thoughtfulness, you're not just praising a trait, you're praising a woman who embodies value, and that's something to be thankful for. Sixth, praise S. I love how determined you are. Your sense of purpose is truly inspiring. Let's face it, ambition isn't just about money or status. It's about the fire in your belly that drives you to keep working hard and moving forward no matter how difficult life gets in this fast-paced world. Individuals who maintain their focus on their mission and awaken each day with a clear sense of purpose are truly remarkable. When you tell a woman, I love how driven you are, you're noticing more than just her hustle. You're recognizing her passion, her grit, and her refusal to settle for mediocrity. In a world where many people just wait for things to happen, she's out there making them happen, and that's rare. You're telling her that you see the late nights, sacrifices, and non-stop grind. You're saying, I see you pushing yourself to reach your potential to build something real. That's not just a compliment. It's praise number 8. It tells her that her drive is appreciated. People notice, respect, and admire the 8th compliment. This truly resonates in a world filled with superficial interactions. So many people are happy with just getting by, stuck in their comfort zones, and afraid to break out. But a driven woman isn't afraid to chase her vision. She's out here on purpose, breaking down barriers and making things happen. And when you call that out, you're telling her she's different. Telling her she's a force to be reckoned with is a big deal in the red pill space. We know that drive is important, men and women alike. Without it, you're just another faker in the crowd. But when someone has a purpose, that's when they have true value. And as a Stoic, you know that true virtue lies in dedication to one's mission. In the relentless suit of excellence, praising her drive isn't just flattering, it's recognizing her strength and honoring the fact that she's living on purpose and making something real in a world full of distractions. You have this amazing talent for making people feel comfortable and truly valued. Let's talk about emotional intelligence, that rare, almost magical ability to make others feel like they truly matter in a world where everyone is always trying to prove their worth or make themselves seem more important than they are. You've seen it, that person who walks into a room and instantly changes the energy. They don't have to say anything. Their presence alone makes people feel at ease, like they've been accepted for who they truly are, no fads needed. When you tell a woman you have this amazing talent for making others feel comfortable and truly valued, you're pointing out something that most people miss. It's not just about being pretty or having a charming smile. This goes deeper. It's about how she affects other people, how she makes them feel better, and how she gives them a place to be without fear of being judged. Let's get real for a second. How many people do you know who make others feel seen? Most people are conclusion to wrapped up in themselves, their own insecurities, their need for validation that they can't help others feel good about themselves. But someone who's emotionally intelligent, she knows how to navigate human emotions, how to read a room, and adjust her energy accordingly. Here's where the brutal truth hits in today's world. Being able to connect on a deeper level is a superpower. And when you point that out to a woman, you're not just complimenting her looks, you're recognizing her value in a world that often values the superficial over the profound. And let's be honest, who doesn't want to feel seen? Who doesn't crave that feeling of being truly understood? From a Stoic perspective, this compliment also touches on the virtue of empathy. The Stoics believed in the importance of understanding others, recognizing their humanity, and fostering meaningful relationships based on mutual respect to make others feel truly valued requires wisdom and self-awareness. And that's what you're acknowledging when you offer this compellant. You're not just recognizing her ability to connect, you're recognizing the strength it takes to be vulnerable, open, and authentic in a world that demands you hide your true self. And let's be real, in the world of masculinity and red pill thinking, one of the most important things you can do for yourself and the people around you is to be real. Here are 8 strong compliments that go beyond mere flattery. These aren't just words to impress someone, they're meant to build real relationships and let her know you see her as she really is. If you thought these compliments were strong, wait until you see what the right words can do. First thing in the morning, click on the movie that appears on your screen. Of these 7 good morning texts, no woman can say no. You won't want to miss this. And don't forget to click like and sign up to get more posts like this. Until next time.